It seems silly, but this one thing I always do, don't let somebody else rush you. And he wasn't trying to rush me, but he was stopping to let me know that whatever process I was going to do, he's going to let me do it. But I always look at these trailers before I hook up to them, just because you don't ever know, even with the kingpin. One guy said that some of these things will crack. And I did have a sign at a yard, a trailer with a busted wheel, and I'm assuming that dock worker does not have a whole bunch of money and was running that thing and hit it, busted it, and didn't want to say anything because he didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't say anything to their supervisors or make a problem, but I damn sure went down and hear about the problem. I didn't cause, although I did have to solve it. So it saves a lot of time on the front end, really just professionally speaking, to check the boxes of the SOP. Standard operating procedures, not complicated, just do it the right way. Good is good enough, there's nothing wrong with doing it right. So Americans believe that creativity should be expressed at all times rather than just doing the standard procedures. It's not best practices because there's not necessarily a situation where this happens that often, but it is safe. The trailer's not going to come off of the fifth wheel based on the weight. And I have got a situation where all this is black ice. For some reason my truck is retarding down. And it won't just keep spinning. If it keeps spinning back, it'd create enough tension to push in that kingpin latch and it close. But what I'm going to do to prepare for the trailer dropping in case it did fall off is I'm just going to crank this up about halfway. And I'm going to pull it up using its own weight. So it's not going to put a whole lot of weight on there. See if it failed, I'm going to go halfway, I'll go about an inch. I can move anything else. See what happens. So be sure, yeah. Stay oriented on the kingpin. So that's very unorthodox way to do it, based on necessity. Safety. Woo! Forget my bad language if you can pick up on the background. Vulgarity is not a mortal sin. It's a body thing per se. You know, Jesus did cuss a fig tree, and he cursed the Pharisees. It's not a good example. God, snakes. But sociologically speaking, you probably won't have 3 positives. Just spend my guys every correction you bring, because humans are spirit beings, light bearers. If you bring too much to them, of encouragement takes them forward. So there are times in life you encounter a lack of orthodoxy. People grow out of faith, structure. Just like trucking has industry standards, God has standards. One of these. He's a loving God, He wills to share Himself with you. So read the Holy Spirit, that's been reading Truck Tandems. Choose orthodox when available.